In a world full of men that don't have any morals or values nowadays, just be a good guy because ultimately it costs nothing. And like I said, most people nowadays, all they want to do is just follow the trends, follow the crowd. And a lot of these guys, they don't even know what they're doing themselves. They don't understand why they're doing what they're doing. And that's what I mean when I say these guys don't have morals or values. They will happily live their life out of place and essentially just not live their own life. That they're just living through other people and other people's passions. For me personally, like, I want to be a mentor to the next generation of people. And not even that, like 18-year-old guys, all the way up to like 25-year-old guys. And funny enough, a lot of the people on this channel, they're over the age of 25 years old, like a lot of my subscribers. And that just goes to show that wisdom doesn't have an age. It's just through life experience. Now, I'm not saying I have the most life experience. I'm only 21 years old. But the things that I read on a daily basis, the books, the content that I do consume is all to do, with self-improvement and character building and building my morals and values as a man. And you don't understand what it can do for someone else's life just through having good morals and being a good person. Because, like, there's so many trends nowadays. There's this silly, stupid trend going around where people will go up to innocent people willing to help. They'll put the camera in their hand, it's already recording, but they'll flip the camera. And obviously these guys, they're not expecting it. So some of these people don't look the most flattering. And there's no, disrespect to these people, but it just goes to show, like, this next generation of people, like, it is cooked, as people would say. It is cooked. And for me, like, the way I was brought up, I would never dream of doing that anyway, but I don't get it. And when I say a good guy, I don't mean like a nice person, a pushover, because there is a difference between a good guy and a nice guy. You probably heard the whole breakdown before, but don't be a pushover, but treat everyone with respect. And 9 times out of 10, people are going to respect you anyway. And have values and morals. As a person anyway, sorry. As a person, and just as a person, you have to be a guy watching this. Just have morals and values, because that's what makes a person. And people act, whether you believe it or not, people act off with their values and their morals. Because, like, you've probably done it where, like, people are doing something, could even be your friends, at like a young age where they don't fully understand. They start doing something, but if your parents were there, you wouldn't be doing it. It's morally wrong. But it's just, I don't know, like, for me, maybe it's, role models growing up. Maybe some people don't have the best role models, but I still think by the time you get to the age of probably like 18, I would say, the difference between right and wrong. Things that are morally wrong and you shouldn't be doing it. And like I was saying, I want to help people. Like, the whole point of this channel that I've created is not to go, viral every single time. I want to spread a true message that I believe in, that I'm passionate about, that I know to be true through, like, my morals and values. And I'll share it with people because I know what it's like to have a burning desire to do something, but you're just lost. Like, you're not really sure where to start, or you want to improve, but you don't know who to turn to because there's so many different messages being spread all the time that it gets hard to navigate. And I'm only ever talking through my own personal experiences. I won't ever go on and, read something online and start trying to create a 5, 6, 7, 8 minute video on it. I just talk through things that I believe in, that I've experienced, and where I'm heading, I suppose. But, like, you don't understand, like, that until you start doing good things and people start talking good about you, like I have it so many times that I'm not even trying to boast or nothing like that. The amount of people that have said to me, I genuinely, hand on my heart, this is true. They always comment how nice I am, how well mannered I am. I had one guy say, if everybody in the world was more like you, the world would be a much better place. Do you know how crazy that is? I was probably like 19 years old at the time, and I wasn't trying to put up a front or nothing like that. I was just being myself. That's all I ever do. I just be myself. I'm somebody that will never give in to peer pressure. If I don't want to do something, I won't do it. And that also adds to the, the good guy character. But I don't want to call it a character because it's not a character. It's just who someone is. They're just so strong in their values, and I say it all the time. It all comes from your values, what you want to add to the world, what you want to get back from the world. It all builds up and it will create you as a man. And a lot of young men, they don't really know what to do. They are just following the crowd. I encourage everybody to go away after this video and just write down the sort of man that you want to be, how you want people to view you, how you want to view yourself, and are you the person that you say you are? Because if you are the person you say you are and you do the things that you know the future you and the dream version of yourself will do, you automatically respect yourself and you don't feel like you got to go out and put other people down to make yourself feel better, because you're just comfortable in who you are. And again, I think that's where a lot of it comes from. A lot of young men, they're not secure in themselves, and every day they're questioning themselves. Maybe it's a career change, maybe you need a career change, or maybe you just continue to lie to yourself. You say you're going to do something, you say you're going to make a change, but you never follow through with it, and therefore you just don't respect yourself, so you struggle to respect other people. But yeah, guys, just go away and write down your values, your morals, and who you want to be. The dream version of yourself, every single detail. From the amount of times he goes to the gym, what his physique's like, how he talks to people, how he talks to himself in his own head. And just make sure to be a good man, because there's not many left, and there's definitely not many people coming through the ranks. I know I'm only 21 years old myself, but I work hard every single day to become the best possible version of myself. And I just try to share a good message. That's it. But yeah, take care, guys.